Cohen is our first and only child. He is a hot mess. He has kept us on our toes from day one. Nothing has ever slowed him down. He has continued to defy all odds, and for that we're grateful. You would never know the challenges that he's gone through in his first 11 months of life. Cohen's heart condition is extremely complex, and it was undiagnosed until after he was born. Where we were, the cardiologist was very honest with us and told us, like, we can't handle this here. You need to go to a bigger hospital. So we went to Houston. Cohen was never a hospital baby. Whenever he was being poked and labs were being drawn, his little body just couldn't handle it and it started to shut down. Our staff assist or code button was hit 5 times while we were in the ICU. I think it was one of the scariest times of my life, those 9 weeks. So after Cohen came off of the ventilator and we were able to extubate, they presented Cohen for surgery and he was denied. That was gut-wrenching because you went with a baby that you thought was thriving, and then, you know, a few weeks later that hope of that surgery was taken away. And you could tell that Cohen's cardiologist was just as crushed, I think, as we were. And it wasn't the answer anybody was expecting. They really felt like Cohen had did everything that was asked of him. And I never actually spoke to a surgeon, and I didn't understand why, and it was hard. They asked if we wanted to send out second opinions, and I said absolutely. That is where our journey led to Dell. What Dell requested was that we did a cath before they said yes surgery or no surgery, this isn't an option. So then we did his cath procedure and the numbers came back better than anyone expected. They did keep us overnight because of Cohen's just kind of complex heart, and Cohen woke up fighting mad. So he was sending like every single alarm off that you can send off in the ICU. Well, you know when that happens, there's like everyone responds. I was on this side of Cohen and the intensivist was on this side. And I looked at him and I was like, listen, if y'all don't stop, things are gonna go left. And at that moment, he heard me as a mom, and he looked at the room and he said, everyone stop. He's like, everyone stop what you're doing. He said, I want everyone to get out. He said, let's give him some Motrin, let's give him 15 minutes, and let's see if he'll reset. And they did, and he was fine. And I think that was one of the first times ever in Cohen's care that I felt like a doctor looked at me and 100% trusted me. And then the next day, Dr. Fraser came in and he told us, he said, Cohen's numbers looked good, and I don't 100% understand why he has not been operated on yet or why he was not considered an operation, but we would like to move forward with a Glenn surgery. And I started bawling, and it started our journey towards our surgery. At our other hospital, there were moments that I felt like once Cohen got sick and once Cohen was denied for surgery, that Cohen just kind of became a number. God knew we needed Dell. He knew we needed Dr. Fraser. And that Carlos and I needed what Dell could offer us too, which is to be treated more like family. And God knew we needed that.